Can I be a fashion designer and minimalist at the same time? Well, first of all, what minimalism is? Is it having two pairs of jeans, two white t-shirts, one black and one grey? Is it living in a space with no pictures on the walls, with no personal items at all? What about fashion designer? Does a designer need to dress in the most extravagant way, always something new for every day, always remarkable and perfect? Hi, I'm Alexandra. And if I have to consider myself in terms of labels, then I'm a fashion designer, a minimalist, and thanks to my YouTube channel, Brave New World, I'm a content creator now as well. I hurry up to tell you that minimalism for me is not wearing black and white. If you have seen my summer wardrobe, you would know I love colors. More of them, better it is. What I consider minimalism is the essence of happiness and feeling good in any area of my life, personal or professional, that is. I understood that I don't need all the clothes in the world to be happy and feel fulfilled. Clothes and items gives me a moment of joy, yes, but they do not define my happiness because simply that's not their function. Their function is to serve. What I consider minimalism is traveling with 30-liter backpack when I'm away for a week or two. It means that I pack only the best clothes I own for that trip because I have only the best. I leave down in the descriptions of my videos for trip packing. I absolutely encourage you to watch them and share with me your thoughts and struggles maybe when you need to pack. Now let's come back to the concept of minimalism. For me, it came after I was already putting in practice some of its techniques, as respecting my clothes and folding them properly, but still, I had too many things, objects and items, and they were suffocating me. When I wanted to arrange or to tidy up, I was overwhelmed about the time I had to invest in. Today, my wardrobe is even too big for the clothes I store inside seasonally, and it takes me a minute, literally, to arrange my laundry. The space I live and work in, because I work from home now, makes me breathe when I'm inside and stimulates me for whatever I'm doing, cooking, working, sleeping, working out even. Now, this one for me is intentional living and functional space, and this is the minimalist I consider myself to be. But can this minimalist be a fashion designer? Okay, how many of you picture Emily in Paris when thinking about someone working in fashion, especially designer, or that David wears Prada even? If this is what you imagine, you're far, far away from the reality. Actually, based on my experience, of course, the most responsible positions in the fashion business and the people who do best their job in this field are the ones that look in the most sober way. I remember when I was working full-time job and we had presentation of collection we developed to the business heads of the company, many colleagues, and me included actually, was coming at work in our most shiny looks, high heels and super makeup. But the best team managers, mine at that time included, would come dressed with the most simple way. Jeans and white t-shirts, sneakers, sometimes occasionally dress, yes, but nothing too much. I remember my manager would always speak with the lowest voice and would always be the one which ideas has been heard most, the one whose team collection has been approved with the minimum or no changes, and the one who has ownership in the conversation with her boss. And this because her look didn't interfere with her ideas. Her look was giving blank page to her words, and her words was leaving the meeting. And it's not occasional. Just think about the Steve Jobs uniform. We all know well his total black look with the turtleneck for a reason. Having that called uniform look creates in people the visual habit to see you in the same way, even if your garments are not exactly the same, but that style is recognizable as something that represents you, that belongs to you. As habits are subconsciously made, seeing a person with the same, let's say, template of clothing subconsciously eliminates all the mental noise that is created from the appearance. Okay, I know it sounds complicated, so to paraphrase, in other words, when we are used to see someone dressed in his usual way, in his uniform, our judgment towards this person towards this person's appeal actually vanishes, and now our attention is 100% towards the value in this person's words. Imagine if you work in fashion and have to dress up every single day and walk on high heels, makeup, and so on. How long you would need to do in the morning to prepare for work? For me, time is one of my most valuable resources, and I wouldn't put more than 5 to 10 minutes to dress up, make up, and do my hair. And yes, now I work from home, but when I worked in the office, it was exactly the same. Okay, this is regarding the look of designer, but what about creating? Can someone who considers themselves minimalist design a good clothes? Designing is a complicated process that goes beyond just sketching something. After you design a garment, there are many steps to follow before production, and one of them is fitting. For one garment, the average number of fittings is 3, where designer and design team actually make sure this item is flattering, comfortable, and to do so, we usually make many manipulations/corrections on garment itself, like an example, cutting or pinning and so on. So you, as a designer, are in constant movement. Your arms need to be free to move. Sometimes you sit or lay on the ground or just hem, and many others actually. Now, imagine a designer that dressed in fancy way, all this frou-frou look of layers, fabrics, etc. It's simply not practical. Also, who better will design your garments than someone who is so picky on what they wear themselves and want to have only the best clothes than a minimalist? Of course, minimalism has many shades, but I feel this one is a conversation for another time. Thank you for watching my video. You genuinely support me by doing this when you leave a like in the comment or when you subscribe for my channel, so I absolutely encourage you to do it, and thank you again. See you in the next video, and by then, be brave and let's create together that new world.